Hello and welcome to Spirit Touched. We're going to be talking about running with Jesus, Philippians 3:13 and 14. The choice is up to you. You don't have to run alone. At the end of your day, don't forget to thank Him for running with you. If you are running through the wilderness, follow Him. He knows the way through. He also knows where there are hidden blessings waiting for you to find. He can console you or encourage you as needed along the way. If you are running to keep keep up with your neighbors, that's not a good reason, and it won't get you anywhere but lost, tired, and broke. He can also keep you from running in circles. However, there may be times when you have to take more than one lap around Mount Sinai to learn your lesson. Are you tired of running alone? Run with the Son, the S-O-N. Put on your running shoes and start running with Jesus. You can't find a better running partner anywhere. He will get you across the finish line. For more on running, watch the movie Chariots of Fire about an Olympic champion. When we get tired of running, Jesus picks us up and carries us the rest of the way. Some people like to exercise to stay fit. One way to do that is by running. We are to exercise our faith to keep it strong. Prayer is a form of spiritual exercise. While they are running, some of these people pray. Some are running away from something. Others are running to something. Some run just for the fun of it. Then there are the ones who the pros who run for the prize. Some run for health reasons. It's good for your heart and lungs. Some because it clears the cobwebs out of their mind. Yes, some because they are angry and it helps calm them down. For some, it's an obsession. They will get their daily run in no matter what the weather. In the 1960s, this nation was having an inner struggle for freedom, and it still is. There was an Episcopal priest named Malcolm Boyd who was involved in that struggle. He wrote several little books of prayers. One is called, "Are You Running With Me, Jesus?" There was a time when his prayer life changed. He learned that sometimes prayer is just being in the presence of God. For him, prayer was a way of life. Genesis 32:24. Like Jacob, he often wrestled with God. Mr. Boyd knew that Jesus was the one with the answers, and Jesus had it made. He knew that his life was in Jesus. He knew that anything good in him came from the love and mercy of the God he served. He trusted God. He knew he could be himself with God, and that gave him a kind of freedom he had never known before. In his church, they used what's called the kiss of peace. you kiss your fellow believer on the cheek and say, "The Lord be with you," they return the kiss and say, "And with your spirit." It was a form of greeting or of saying farewell. He learned that God is not just up there, He is also down here with us. Prayer should be natural and real to us. It should not be phony or contrived. Some people think prayer is an escape. How wrong they are. This life sometimes gets ugly. When it does, it's time to pray. God longs to hear from us no matter what is going on in our lives. It is part of what His love is all about. Prayer is a bridge between the sacred and the secular. Sometimes it's what we don't say in our prayer that speaks the loudest to God. He has the ability to read between the lines of what we say. Sadly, there are those who by their actions outside of church deny what they pray about in church. Most of the time, that has to do with how they treat people. Prayer is one way we respond to God. The response is different depending on how we feel at the time or by what's going on in our life at the time. Many people are selfish prayers. They never pray about anyone else. God sees right through them. Sometimes prayers go much deeper than anything we can speak or write. That's okay. God knows our hearts and our intentions. At the start of a day crowded by appointments, Mr. Boyd just wanted to know, "Are you running with me, Jesus?" What he was really asking is, "Please, Lord, get me through this day. Show me what I need to be doing for you." The real reason we should run with the lessons of this life is found in Hebrews 12:1, and we are doing verse 2. Sometimes running with Jesus is our highest calling. That fits Psalms 19, verse 5, part B. To them, running is fun. Many of them saw running to help raise money, also run to help raise money for charities. Many people try to run from themselves. That's when they run smack dab into Jesus or Satan. When you run into Satan, your best move is to turn around and run towards Jesus. That's when it's time to throw in the towel and give the controls to Jesus and let Him steer you away from all those wrong turns and around those detours. Jesus is the only one who can keep us from falling into those traps that Satan sets for us. So the next time you feel like running, take Jesus with you. Don't go running without Him. Mr. Boyd also wrote The Hunger and the Thirst and the Book of Days. You may send your prayer request to He answers, CWO@gmail.com.